last time on the Reclamation, the start of the Skall tournament is finally here, and day one consists of various skill challenges set for the party to go find. On this day of challenges, we see Sabas drinking random potions and winning in a contest of jokes against the Odd Brothers. Dubbager ran across some hot coals and threw some knives at a very disturbed old guy. Balasar beat Donde in an epic tug of war and hit some rocks out on the field. Saren found a bunch of children and talked to the townsfolk. And Maelthorin found a magical item hidden in bags and befriended a blink dog. And as the party got back and confirmed their stamps, we now head into the tournament bracket for day 2.
That's not right. That's not right. That looks gnarly.
It was an accident. It was on purpose, but it wasn't really meant to be on.
Hurting like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Maelthorin is tired of taking shrooms.
Force a fucking squirrel. A squirrel.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm having
Sabas?
a heart attack.
Yeah, Timmy's mom.
Anyways,
We turned the computer on. What's up?
Timmy's mom's hot.
So, as we get in, I'm going to randomly roll the bracket.
Oh.
I have a
no.
D4. I will let you guys choose a number between 1 and 4.
Do we get to vote?
For you.
Is that how we're doing it?
No. You're choosing what number you are.
Right.
And
I'm
then
saying
I
as
will-
a group, do we have to vote
did
on that
them in
number?
fours.
Do we all have
Sure.
to agree on that number?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is gonna help decide where in the bracket you guys are gonna be, and that'll decide if you're the first match tomorrow, if you are, and also potentially who you're up against.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Feeling
of dice.
strong 3 energy.
I was gonna say 3 too.
Well, we all
2 for
came
3.
in. We came in fourth, and
1 for
To get
4,
in.
2 for 3.
My vote is the dice decide. We roll the d4.
so we got
But I'm
a
willing to go
3,
with
2
that.
4s, or 2 3s and a 4. You guys want to go with 3 then? Since
Three's
both of you
fine.
want.
Hey, okay.
Okay, fine.
It's fine.
3
So the first match of tomorrow is going to be number 1, which is the Caped Frontiers
So if we get 2 skull groups
versus. That would have been funny, but it's not because the Cape Frontiers are going to be going up against the Woodland Warriors from Astrafeld. Which means in the
So the
second
final-
match tomorrow, we have the Skall Mutilators versus the Remnants.
The Skall Mutilator.
And you see, as the drawing comes to a close and the bracket has been made up, you see it floats up to the top where the stand that the wizard was standing on is no longer. Now it's just a giant board with the bracket on it. And then in all caps on the top it says, "See you tomorrow." And then more fireworks go off to signify the end of the night.
Which one's Skull Crushers again? What city are they?
The skull mutilators, they represent
That's a
Skall.
workout.
That
You mean
makes
they don't come
sense.
from Violet Hall?
I just, had to remember.
As you guys start walking out of the Coliseum, you see a lot of people that are in the stands next to the walkway are all like reaching out and like giving you guys like pats on the back and like screaming out just screams of enjoyment and very excited to see you guys made it to the tournaments of day 2. And
Get to
as
scope out the competition.
Yep, as you guys walk out, you see Donde's team rushing up, and then they just kind of slowly stop, and they're like,
least we don't have to go against you guys right away.
At least one of the Violet Hall teams have made it. Well, boys, back to the bar.
Yeah, I didn't feel like he was gonna get hung up on that.
Leads him more time for detective work.
So was it one from every city?
Nope. We have
Two
one.
from Skall.
The 2 teams from Skall did make it. The team from Astrofeld, which consisted of the people that you know, and you guys.
I'm sensing some home field bias. 2 teams from Skall.
Hometown hero.
Or were the other teams just not good enough?
Maybe they knew where the trials would be set throughout the town. Who knows?
Inside trading. Inside trading.
And plus,
okay.
I like to do it.
how many is in
There's
their
a
group?
bowl. One has 3, correct?
Each group has 3.
Well, they only had 3 people to try and get stuff. We had.
They still had to do the same amount of trials.
If
Oh, they
anything, it was
did.
harder because they had to find the trials with less people.
Wait, so we cheated?
Or unless they
Damn.
already knew where the trials were.
Sorry, cheated.
We just have to get good. That's what it is.
The rest
Damn.
of the day is yours. You guys know that dinner and drinks is going to be at the good old Slick and Spit.
What time of day is it now?
Now it is roughly about 5:30, 6 p.m. Sun has been set, and the moon is starting to come in, and in its almost full glory.
So I'm like,
Almost full.
after all that work today, I think I need to go get cleaned up.
Yeah, I need to go take a
I
dump.
guess
and
that's smart.
shower.
Yeah, so I say that Saren would probably get untournamented and then go down.
Wait, so we're gonna have a shower scene?
Is that just your way of saying you're putting jammies on?
No.
Untournamented?
Apparently we're having a shower
was it the
scene,
flaps
so go
in the
ahead.
back?
Begin
The
the shower
steamy
scene.
spa episode?
I think I just put on clean clothes and get cleaned up. Go to the bar.
Yeah, I think it's time to party.
I'm for sure going to the bar. I don't care if I
That
smell
was
like
a
crap.
stressful day of trials.
Yeah.
I can shower later.
I can shower when I'm dead.
To the bar.
Okay. So
And there's only the one fight tomorrow.
yes.
Okay.
Well, technically there's
For
2
us.
fights, but you guys will be in the second fight of the day. Mhm.
Right. So hangovers won't be as drastic. You have time to recover.
So, as we get into the Slick and Spit for the evening, it seems to be as you guys walk in, it's very lively. A lot of people are kind of intermingling. You see a lot of people from Astrofeld talking with people from Violet Hall, from Punashali. A couple people from Skall are they're all just kind of like grouped up and kind of like talking to each other and kind of get in there. Once you guys are in, I'll go ahead and start it up. That way you can
Whoa.
see.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys can set yourselves down.
You guys picked all the good spots. The spots where you don't have people to my back.
I don't know. I think the best spot is
I
right
pull this chair
there.
up, so I'm right here.
I'm gonna sit right in the middle of the table.
Perfect.
I'm on the ceiling.
Are you gonna try playing the piano?
Won't be as good as me.
You can roll.
Sure.
You can roll a performance. So as you guys all come strolling in, you see like a lot of people are just kind of hanging around talking. A lot of them are eating, drinking right now. You see the 3 bartenders, the bar owner, the cook who's in the back there. And just kind of everybody just kind of hanging around and just enjoying a nice meal after a hard day's work.
I rolled a 13 on my performance.
The performance that comes from Dubbager is average. There's a couple of notes you're like, wow, I'm surprised like he knows to like weave those notes together. But other than that, it's kind of basic piano playing. It sounds nice. It doesn't sound like he's breaking things. It doesn't sound like he's gonna make somebody's ear bleed. It sounds nice. I did hear Saren say he was gonna have the Violet Hall drink.
Yeah. What was it called? The Violet Hall Fountain.
The Violet Hall Fountain. As you do that, they kind of get it prepared and they bring it to you, and it is a layered cup. It's a little bit of a wider cup, and it has a couple of layers to it. It looks just like a fountain, and you see that the drink is flowing from the top to the bottom. You see a little bit of as they're kind of bringing it over, you see them like do a little bit of magic on it, and the water starts, or the alcohol starts to flow through the fountain.
So it's not a cup. It's like a pitcher for everybody type deal.
No, it's just a little bit bigger than a cup, but it's not like a for everybody. It's
okay. So I can just pick it up and drink it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then I'll look over to the bartender or the waitress and say, "Could I have the bread and soup too?"
Absolutely. And she goes back, puts that order in. As looks like most of the people got here and already got their food orders in. It doesn't take too long. It takes about 5 minutes here for you, and then the food comes.
I'm gonna ask her, what's the difference between the bread and soup and the soup and bread with no bread?
One is just the
I
soup,
just answered it.
and the one
Why is the soup with no bread more expensive?
it isn't.
I must
Oh,
be
that's not a 9. It's a 4.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 for one and 4 for the other.
Soup, no bread.
You know, I like my soup, no bread.
No,
So no
Imagine
bread.
that the bread is like a cheesy bread, like a
Yeah.
cheesy garlic.
Can't
Yeah.
eat food. This is insulting me right now.
But you can eat soup.
I can
I was,
only eat
I was
soup.
thinking potatoes.
You can
I'm
have
out.
soup, no bread.
Oh no!
Going to get a soup, no bread.
How much are the specials?
The
2
special
silver
drink?
piece?
2 silver piece. Yep.
I kind of want to try the purple worm rum sizzler though, so we'll go with that.
Pepper wing.
Yeah, that one. You come in, and that was the one that Maelthorin had like 4 of the night before, because he just really wanted to come out and get fucked.
Fucked.
The purple worm is just like a super sweet, like a grape flavor. Definitely doesn't taste alcoholic. Something you've noticed a lot on a lot of these drinks. There just doesn't seem to be a taste of alcohol, which is very scary, but also very nice at the same time.
Very scary.
You can understand why Maelthorin drank so much of it the night prior. And then you get your steak and potatoes as well. It takes a little bit longer than the soup and bread, but you do get it just a little bit after.
I'll take water. Prepare. First time in a long time, but I'm going for the water. I gotta win.
I'm gonna go for a tea. Same energy.
Got any tomato?
2 copper pieces. 2 copper.
Starting to really worry about my midsection. So
Mid.
Could you just grind up some tomatoes and put it in a bowl, and then just heat it up with a little bit of fire?
Yeah, at that point I'm just eating soup. And who wants
Is
to
that
eat
tomato
soup?
soup?
All
I was
right?
going to say,
Yeah.
do you
That's
just
soup
want
of
us
the
to
day.
make tomato soup?
Oh shit! You guys know what that is? Yeah. Yep.
Do we know what? Oh well.
I figured it was a local delicacy.
I don't know why, but I was getting Gordon Ramsay with that. A little bit.
I need you to puree it. I
You
don't
think I
need
don't know
it
what a
squished.
tomato is?
Flick.
I wasn't born
With your wrist.
yesterday.
With your wrist.
You get your tomato soup.
Churned, not stirred.
Wow.
That's
How dare I say this man knows his soup.
Listen to the way he slurps his soup.
You forgot the basil. You forgot the basil.
So as you guys are kind of just like eating your
They don't know
meal,
what basil is.
doing some drinks, you see, or I guess, Dubbager, are you still at the piano?
No, because I got my food and started eating.
Okay. At this point, you guys are at the table in the back, so I will need a perception check from all of you. Everyone else but Balasar, you see towards the front at the bar, you see you would know him as Leo from Astrofeld. He is having a conversation with Donde, and he takes a sip of a cup that seems to have like a leaf pattern woven through the mug, and as he takes a sip, he kind of sits down and they're just talking for a moment, and then you see he turns into a squirrel.
A squirrel.
Oh my god, the drink turned him into a squirrel.
Which drink was that?
Interesting.
Also, I think there was alcohol in my tomato soup.
About a minute goes by and he puffs back to normal, and they continue on with their conversation as if nothing happened.
That squirrel
I bet
turned
that's
into a
the one
man.
surprise. And I'm sitting there and I'm dipping my bread into the soup and I'm letting it sop it up a little bit and I squeeze it out and I just like soak it up a little bit so I can go out.
How dare you? Some people can't even eat bread.
Well, actually, maybe you can if you do it this way.
I'm cutting my steak up real nice.
All right.
There's the potato.
Don't even like potatoes.
But you also kind of spot out like people are ordering all sorts of drinks. Saren, you see Roland over there with one of the giant toxic teas.
How's he handling it?
Not that good.
Oh gosh.
You don't
So
know
that's
how
I know not to get that.
you don't know how much he's drank. But he is definitely you can just tell because you've been around Maelthorin enough. You know what intoxication looks like.
I don't have a spell for that yet, unless my healing word does something to it.
Absolutely not.
Roland's not too far from us, but he's not in our group either, so let him suffer.
I mean, we're about to take a nap. If somebody's like losing it, I would give them a little help, but I don't think I can. I don't think anything I have can alleviate any of this.
No. I don't think I will.
Other than like all that, the only other thing you really spot is in that table to your guys' left with Gordar, Gofor, and Galder. Those are the three.
Galder's bait.
Those are the. I'm the only one that appreciated that. Apparently, that was good. Those three are the Skall representatives of the Caped Frontiers.
Oh.
They have their masks on.
They wear
They're
masks.
hardly no fun.
Well, they are caped. Well, that'd be in their back, though.
I mean, their name is capes, but I guess you didn't really describe the fact that they had capes. Like it was literal.
I thought they had like
Yeah.
hooded.
Well,
capes.
everybody that was part of the Skall military has like a cloak
Oh.
that they wear.
So I
Yeah,
feel like I
wish the
should look
army was like
around.
that.
I should look around and like clock people for like what else sticks out about these people.
Just
That's the same idea.
let me pull up. Go for is the bigger one, the one that he has his hood down. It is like bald, like a really big burly guy. Gordar is the one that represents like the half orc. He has the tusks. You can see the tusks coming through the mask. The mask was designed to fit the tusks that are coming up. And then Galder is the human. The human, unlike the other two, looks very like not healthy. Doesn't look like there's any meat to the bones. Doesn't really look like he would put up much of a fight.
Okay.
Sneaky.
And they're all eating?
Sneaky, sneaky.
At this point, they are done eating and they're just kind of like sipping on some drinks.
Okay. And it's not that he's like literally sick. He's just like
He looks frail. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Sick with it.
What did you get for your perception? You got a 20 on your perception. So you see the far top left table.
Jimmy and Daniel.
Daniel, Jimmy, and Thoruden are the Skall mutilators, which Maelthorin with an 11 is good enough. Jimmy is the one that you spotted out to be another dark elf, another drow.
Ooh. Spotted.
Okay.
Other than that, you know everybody else, the miners from Astrofeld, or the miners from Pondashali, the people from Astrofeld, and then Donde's team. You've already been acquainted with basically everybody else here, so you get a lot of like nods of recognition, a lot of like waves, a lot of congratulations from the Pondashali miners.
We know Rex, don't we? Astrofield's Rex.
Astrofeld Rex.
Yeah.
Asterfels.
We know Astrofield Rex.
Yeah, because you guys stormed the tower together.
Hey, Rex, little buddy, how you doing? Who are these
Hey,
three you're
Rex,
jumping
little
with?
buddy.
Oh, Dubbager, buddy! I haven't seen you
How you
guys
doing,
since you
Rex?
visited. What's going on? Oh, these are
Not
just
much.
some of the Skall participants. They're your enemies for tomorrow.
Oh, really? Oh, nice to meet you three.
Yep. You see, like they all kind of just like nod and wave. They're still in the process of eating. You caught them at you, except Jimmy, who isn't eating, and he kind of does like a little bit of sign language and waves.
Okay, well, looks like you guys are a little busy. I'll let you be. See you tomorrow.
And you see Daniel kind of yes, absolutely. Hope to have a very, very fun and good fight with you guys tomorrow. I'm excited to see what all the hype is about with you guys.
Still going back to my chair.
Mosey.
Why are you sitting by yourself?
Well, see, you gotta figure. I'm a thief. I'm gonna have my back to a wall, not to the open.
And why is Dubbager sitting all over there by himself?
Come on,
I
can we
think
just
it's
like
a
move
thief
that
thing.
end chair and just like pull them together?
Yeah,
Pull the two tail.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, give me a second. What if I just, did like a, I forget it doesn't pull. Never mind. Can't carry more than 10 pounds. He can't weigh more than 10 pounds. You guys think he weighs more than 10 pounds over there? You think I can pull him?
Yeah, probably. I think yeah.
Oh, he's pretty nimble. I watched him do some nimble things.
you see Roland stumble up and kind of like half fall into this chair, and he's like, "Why the fuck is Dubbager sitting by himself?"
Wow.
That's what we were thinking too.
What's going on?
Oh, you are having a good time.
That
Having a
tea,
good time.
brother.
Uh-huh. Tell me about it. You sentences.
You.
The tea.
How's it going, Roland?
Dubbager.
This feels like a frat house now.
Drunk Roland is just frat house, man.
Is rolling.
Yeah,
Rolling is
Yeah.
rolling.
He's like, I was just thinking, remember when I came out of the book? I thought you guys were the enemy. I am so sorry, Saren. I'm really so sorry about what happened that day, and I'm so glad we were able to make it through as friends.
Absolutely. You're like leaning over my soup. I'm just gonna slide it over.
I just want you to know that if it comes down to it, not tomorrow, the next day, if we meet each other in the finals, I'm gonna kick your guys' ass for real next time.
Was that what you? Okay. All right. Yep.
I'll do
Mhm.
more. I'll do way more than just stab one person.
Well, you don't have to, but thank you.
You guys saved our town. You guys are the ones that got rid of Edenfell when he went off. Hoo-hoo.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do something. I didn't do anything. I was stuck. I was stuck in the forest. We were stuck in the forest.
you can-
I was stuck in the forest.
Hey, you couldn't do anything. It's okay.
He is just saying that to make you feel better.
Sabas. And then his face hits the table.
Oh.
Oh no.
He's
Well,
a-
now I feel terrible. I really thought we were gonna like arm wrestle it out, or we were gonna have like a heartfelt moment, and I was gonna say just kidding, but no, he's out. Damn. I
No,
don't think
he
he's even
is,
gonna
yep.
remember this.
No.
Guys, your party member is kind of passed out at our table.
Yeah. So you see both Lauren and Morris come over to grab Roland. Saren, this is Roland's brother and sister-in-law. They come and kind of like grab him, pick him up, and as he kind of like gets to his feet, Roland's like, Sabas, I appreciate you for helping me out, and I'm gonna disregard what you said. What did you say?
I said you did great.
Yeah. I'll do even better from here on. Up, up, and away! And you see that they kind of lift him up and kind of carry him out to go put him to bed.
Oh,
How cute.
he's a good guy.
I hope he's
Had
prepared for
problems.
tomorrow.
And
You've
you
had
see the three of them roll out. And you see both Lila and Nira both like, well, I guess that's our cue. We must make sure he is ready to go tomorrow. This is his first time out of home.
Get some rest.
You know how it goes, brother, I'm sure. She kind of like gives you a wink as they finish up their drinks. Well, there wasn't a whole lot left, and then they too head out for the night. After a little bit more conversing, you see it is definitely a great atmosphere to be in. Just to see like representatives of each town coming together and just like being able to just, you know, we might be beating the hell out of each other tomorrow, but today we're not. So, and then after all that, everyone kind of goes to bed, and then we wake up the next day. You guys wake up, and you are geared up, ready to go. Make your way to the coliseum, and you actually end up in one of the spectator stands for the first match, which is the Cape Frontiers versus the Woodland Warriors. You see whatever happened last night seemed to not affect Roland. He looks like he is perfect and ready to go.
Let's go, Roland.
Wow.
Although Saren, with your passive perception being so high, you do see just a little bit of vomit next to him. Just a little bit.
Oh, he got it all out. That's why. Okay.
And you know, this battle goes on for a few minutes. There's a lot of back and forth. You see Nira turning into different animals and going in for attacks. You see the three of the Cape Frontiers. You see the two bigger ones, Gordar and Gofar, both have multiple weapons at the ready, and they're just going at it in multiple different ways. You see at one point Gofar just pulls out a sword and it lights on fire as they are just like going back and forth with these attacks. Let's do some rolls to see how the fight turns out.
God damn.
There's
Sounds good.
There is. Oh, I'm not going to say what for, but I just rolled a 20.
Or yay? Or uh-oh.
Depends on who you want to win. And I guess you'll find out after a couple more rolls. I have to roll for each person. You see Galder, the little like frail guy. You see he grabs a couple of potions from his belt, kind of flips them around like a gun, and just chugs 2 potions. And you see like his skin kind of just buffing up, and you see he just lets out just a scream, and he just runs in there, jumps, and just starts clobbering. And like the look on your faces.
Brother, what?
You see like Nira transforms into a panther and then goes to jump on him, and they start like wrestling and duking it out. You see the other two just like powering their way through, just slicing away with their weapons. And like there, you do know, and you see that there are healers right like on the outside of the battlefield ready to just rush in, because this is bloody. This is an actual like fight till unconscious. These people are beating the ever living shit out of each other.
Okay.
You see like Roland slides by one of the pillars to kind of get a little bit of cover, and just turns around and throws a knife. But as he does, you see Gopher pull out a net and just tosses it, catching Roland as he kind of just like tries to like start getting out. But you see Gopher comes up with the butt of his sword and just knocks him out.
No.
You see Lila has now joined the fight with Nira and Galder, as they were able to take him out, and they start so now it's the 4 against 2. You have Roland's brother and sister-in-law. As you see, they kind of pull out their elven blades, and they're both dual wielding, and they're just like powering on the attacks. And somehow these two are able to dodge and weave and deflect, not without getting hurt. You see a few scratches, a few nicks on both of them as they just continue to just like trade blows. One more round of rolls here. As you see, they are all getting really tired. You see as Gopher kind of just like pushes back and takes a stance, and you see his muscles just bulge, and you see like his eyes go a little like bloodshot as he just lets out a roar. You guys have seen something like this. He is raging. He is going in, and he just starts like making multiple attacks, going insane, not even caring that he is getting stabbed and cut and stabbed and cut. He's just going at it, and you see the Roland's brother and sister-in-law both fall. As you see the other two there are wearing down Gordar, and Gordar's kind of you can see like he is getting very breathy as they're just all just like going at it. Gordar's wielding a great sword, and you see like for a weapon that big, he's wielding it like it's nothing. It's just easily just like going between hand and hand and just getting blocks off, getting parries. And you see as Gordar goes and ends up slicing Lila as she falls to the ground. At the same time, Nira comes in, this time in more of a bear form, and just smacks Gordar down to the ground. Or Grodar down to the ground. So now it is just Nira versus Gofar, and they're both just panting. The bear roars, and you see Gofar goes and mimics it as they both leap at each other, and just you have claws on the flaming sword. You see them slicing. You see the hair on the bear getting singed as you see claw marks getting pressed up all the way through Gofar's chest. And you see with a couple more swipes, Nira goes back to her form, and you see Gofar grabs her by the hair and lifts her up, and they're speaking.
I'm watching the judge people like very closely. Like
he says something, and you guys can see like there like that rage in his eyes is gone. He's just looking. He's looking at her, and he is like asking her something, and she just shakes her head no, and he just headbutts her, and she falls to the ground.
You don't want to give up.
As you see, the dust settles, and with Gofar being the last one standing, the caped frontiers make it to the final day. As you see multiple healers rush out and start just throwing out their healing spells, and you see everyone very, very beaten up and bloodied, but they, their breathing gets a lot easier. They all kind of like stand up. Everybody's holding on to each other. Like everybody from the Astrofel team are holding on to each other to keep each other up. Same with the other side. They're all, the two that went down are holding on to Gofar, as he's even looking a little bit stumbly himself. And you see they all go up and they all shake hands. And Gofar even goes out of his way to give Nira like a little bit of a head pat and like make sure like she's okay. And then you see they all kind of walk off the stage, off the coliseum floor. And
I mean, I was looking forward to fighting them. I don't know how to feel.
So about a 30-minute intervention goes by as everybody kind of goes to like get more drinks, get snacks. You see towards the end, as you guys are starting to walk down to get to the Coliseum's grounds, you walk by the infirmary area, and you see everybody just getting bandaged up. You see, for the most part, all the bleeding on everybody's been stopped, and they're just kind of bandaging up the last few wounds. You see Nolan is looking at a mirror at a couple of like marks that didn't get healed, and he sees you guys like walk by. He's like, hey, these are gonna look cool when they heal.
Sure,
gosh.
buddy. Sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You want some help with that?
No. They healed it enough to where it is not gonna cause any problems.
Okay.
And you see, he kind of like coughs and a little bit of blood. Is like, oh, they were rough.
Let me go check on my sister.
Yeah, you go up and everybody's
Probably
got
for the
like
better.
everyone's got their own like room as they're getting healed, and you kind of like walk in and they're just finishing up bandaging like the area where she got slashed that last slash. And she's just kind of like looking over her body, and you see little Nutty kind of jumps off of her and climbs up your shoulder.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hi, brother. That was tougher than I imagined, but I guess when you're fighting against some of the top fighters in the military town, I don't know what you can expect. We were
Okay,
in a
it
little
look-
bit over our heads after the whole tower situation, but this was very good knowledge, and we put up good fight. We put up a
You
good
didn't
fight.
back down. I'm proud.
Yeah.
And it only costed me probably about a week of having nightmares.
And a slight concussion.
I was gonna offer some healing, but I cannot. Emotional. How about a hug?
Not tightly.
Okay, and I give it a little. Oh.
Everyone seems to be fine. You actually like as someone who has done a lot of healing, with the few like marks that you were able to see, it kind of looks like after watching that fight and seeing the cuts and then now seeing them a lot closer, it looks like the major blood vessels and like veins were purposely missed.
Oh, that's
Purposely.
more talented than I thought.
Yeah, you can see obviously other than like the big gashes that were across like all the like little nicks and scratches, as you're kind of like looking everybody over, they seem to be like in a spot where it was safe to do that. You don't know, you feel like with every single one of them being that way, it seems like it has to be on purpose, but they could have just had bad aiming. Maybe they were trying to go for but it just seemed a little off to you that all of the little nicks were kind of just in spots where it, you know, you can get a little pinch from like a little thorn and it would be just fine.
Yeah. But I mean, they're from here, so maybe that's how good they train their people.
And you guys make your way down to the coliseum, and the chants start picking up. Remnants, 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 remnants. As from the other side, you also hear mutilate, mutilate, mutilate. And you
That's a
just
different
hear
kind of chant.
these going.
It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. I'm being honest.
And as both teams walk out, you guys are faced with Jimmy the Drow, Daniel the human, and Thornton is an elf as well. But as you all come into view, you can kind of place yourself anywhere behind those two pillars that you guys are behind right now.
Mm-hmm. Anywhere behind.
Anywhere behind.
Honestly, I'm gonna take one step back. I'm in a pretty good spot.
all of the chanting comes to a stop as you all look up to the center where the bracket was. Instead of the bracket, it's just a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Roll me initiative. As you see the crowd, as the combat starts and the counter goes down to 0, the crowd starts to pick up again. This time, not chants, just cheers. They are excited to see what you guys have to bring. And we're going to start with Thoruden.
Thoruden.
Gonna roll. Okay. And is gonna move. So 5, 10, 15. Move there. And you're gonna see at that point you are not able to see them anymore.
Oh, fuck off.
And they will finish their turn there. Dubbager, you are up.
I'm gonna radiant action until after Maelthorin.
Wouldn't it be better just to wait your turn
What?
or hold your turn?
Or hold my turn until. Can I hold my turn and wait?
Okay. So you holding your turn will put you down in initiative order.
Down behind Maelthorin.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Below Maelthorin. Okay. So I will adjust that. So that basically will put you at an initiative of, let's say we'll put a 9, because that'll put you right behind Maelthorin. So, funny enough, because you did that, so the entire enemy team goes, and then the entirety of you guys go. Is basically how this is gonna go. So now we have Daniel up next. Daniel is gonna do some fun stuff. You're gonna see he's gonna walk out, take a 5-foot step there, and you're gonna see with let's see, Sabas, because you are at that position behind the pillar, you do not see this, but with a kind of black smoky energy, a weapon just appears in his hand. Specifically a pole arm, like a halberd, like a long weapon.
Long pole.
Yep, and you see he reaches out towards you, Saren, and he is going to cast Eldritch Blast.
No.
From a distance.
The first one's going to be a miss.
Oh.
And the second one, natural 19, almost a critical. 27, so that hits. Don't worry, it's not too bad. 10 damage.
Okay.
As you see one of the Eldritch Blasts just hit you right in the middle of your stomach.
I imagine that I react a little bit, and I hold where I got hit, but I'm just glaring back at him.
The force hits you so hard, you get pushed back 5 feet.
Okay, so feet dug into the ground, pushed backwards, gravel trail from where my feet are dug into the ground.
Yep. He has Repelling Blast. That'll be his turn, and we will go to Jimmy. Jimmy! And he is going to cast a spell onto Balasar.
Fuck off.
Balasar does a
Can I counterspell this?
You do
Within
not have
60
line of
feet?
sight.
Damn.
Is this pillar the one that's blocking me?
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, he has to see him and not Balasar?
Understood.
Yes. He has to see the person casting the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
No, it doesn't. Yes, it does.
Okay. It's not too bad. Don't worry. Any weapon attacks that you use your strength on, deal half damage as he casts Ray of Enfeeblement on you.
Enfeeblement.
At the end of your turn, you can make a Constitution save to save against it to end the spell.
Anything that uses strength.
Yes, which I believe your bows might. Unless it's dex based, I don't know. I think the heavy bows use strength.
What about a long bow?
Well, that is a heavy bow, I believe. It should
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Look in the
properties.
look at the description. See what it says.
Yeah,
in there.
it's a heavy range.
Now we go to Sabas. Is next.
Can I move there?
I don't see why not.
Why is this hard for me? Overlay. Circle. Is it really this big? Good jeez. Alright. That's allegedly 20.
Yeah.
I'll do here, because I can see it. Fireball.
Straight out the gate.
Yep. We ripping that bitch. DC is 13 dex.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Pretty decent damage. 25. Save on half is 12.
Yep. You see the fireball, and you see both of them get hit, but you see like they kind of like shrug it off, and they pat down a little bit of the fire on their shoulder.
Cool.
Anything else from Sabas? All right, I might as well try out the new thing with the maps.
New thing?
Since we know what combat order is, you should see the combat order above.
Oh, yes.
So let me get us. We are now on Maelthorin.
I like it.
Nice. Let's go ahead and summon undead. We'll give the Susie skeletal Susie or sorry, do I have it as level 4? I'll just do it as level 4 actually.
Your first level 4 spell.
Woo!
Which means he has multi attack. Or Susie, she's got 2 attacks now.
How far away can she be summoned, or she has to be right next to him?
Someone up to 60 feet away, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, give me a second. I was doing the math here. She can shoot bolts 150, which I think we're in 150 range.
Oh,
right?
100%. 100%.
So she can she's fine by me for now. I was about to say I have summoning sickness. I'm playing too much magic. So yeah, she will go ahead and let's go ahead and go with the Grave Bolt. Get 2d4 plus 3 plus the necrotic damage.
You have to roll to hit first.
That's true.
You have to hit.
So
You roll your d20 plus your spell.
Yep.
Casting.
I will. We'll go for Daniel. Daniel's kind of in the open. I don't know. Jimmy might. Jimmy's kind of blocking. You know, he could block it. You know. Okay.
But that was a natural 18 on that first one, which will hit with the +8. I think it hits without the +8 too, actually.
I'll take it. So then I roll 2d4 plus 3 plus the necrotic damage.
Yep, so 2d4 plus 3. Since you cast it at 4th level, it's going to be plus 4 on top of that.
4. So 4 plus the
9 damage.
9 damage.
And you get to try to attack again because you have multi-attack. Cast it at level 4, so she gets 2 attacks.
So that's 5 plus 4 plus 4.
You have to roll to hit the second one too.
Oh,
So that
good
d20
call.
plus 8.
20.
Hits.
12. Yeah.
Well, that 12 plus the 8. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. All right, we'll re-roll these. 5 plus the 3, which is 8 plus the 4. 12. And then I won't move. I will call it a day.
Okay.
We will call it a day.
So next up in initiative, as you can see,
Very handy.
go ahead.
Okay. Ooh, nat 20. I'm taking it.
Awesome.
Okay. And I'm going to go. Six. How does it move? Move, something or?
So, as a rogue, you have the option to use your bonus action to dash, which gives you more movement. You can also use your action to dash normally, but you honestly could be 1, 2, 3, 4. You could honestly, instead of going just straight, if you wanted to get up to Jimmy, your last move could be diagonal, and you can get right next to him.
And that would leave me with 1 attack, or both attacks.
No, you still have your
Dual wield.
you have your
Action, bonus
action and your
action.
bonus action attack still.
So
Yep.
your main and then your secondary. Use your bonus.
Okay.
Yep, because you didn't have to use your bonus to move because you just changed how you moved.
All right. Since would this be like considered a sneak attack?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you roll with advantage.
First attack. 11. That sucks. Where's the beanies when you want them?
With advantage?
Oh, with advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll that
Sneak attack
d20
gives you
again.
advantage.
18.
That will hit.
Alright, let's go with the damage first, which is piercing damage. Whopping 6.
Plus, is your sneak attack 3d6 damage now?
I believe so. 46. actually.
46. Ooh, spicy.
46 damage.
46.
14.
Awesome.
Points
Yeah,
of
you
damage.
get a good stab on Jimmy. Shank him right in the
And-
elbow.
Then my other attack with Sting. 13. That's not with advantage though, is it?
Nope, that second one wouldn't be. And without the shield spell, that will barely hit.
Oh,
That will actually barely hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, this one only does one. Yeah, that's right.
It's a
It's
dagger.
only a dagger.
Daggers only do
Dagger.
1d4 damage.
6 points of damage.
Alrighty. You get a good little slice with the dagger.
kick him while he's down.
And that's all my moves.
Okay, so we are at Balasar.
Like, I'm gonna move behind this pillar, and for now I'm gonna creep around it. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on Jimmy.
On Jimmy.
Jimmy. Right. Does a nat 20 hit? Plus 10? 30?
No, unfortunately, they negate it. Just kidding. Yeah, nat 20.
Yeah. The damage on that will be. Is it half damage of just the bow?
Yes, it would
Or
be
is-
just the bow damage.
Okay. Which fucking
I would. That's
half of 21? Do we round up or down?
oh, we always round down.
Okay, so that we're right at 10. 10 plus my D6.
D6 from Hunter's Mark.
That's 15, and then Colossal Slayer, since they're already damaged. What the heck? What the heck? 20! 20. Total of
20
20.
damage on the first attack.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll attack
And-
number 2.
Because of that fucker. Fucking casting spells on me and shit. Try to shoot him again with an 11.
With a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So yeah, it whizzes by. It actually, you actually see it, Dubbager, go like right by your nose and then stings into the pillar next to you guys.
Keep me on your toes, buddy. I'm gonna.
I thought
That's
I was
what you
supposed to
little
learn
guy
from
is.
you.
Did you not see the nat 20 first? Behind the one? Or in front of the one?
What's the
And
nat
I'm gonna
20?
crawl back. Crawl back in coverage behind the pillar, and I'll make my concentration.
After your couple hits, Dubbager, and then that very huge arrow pierce from Balasar, give me a quick perception check, Dubbager.
Ooh.
You are right next to Jimmy.
13.
There's no blood coming from this body. You don't have any blood on your short
Weapons?
sword, your dagger. The arrow went clean through. The arrow is perfectly clean. Anyway, Saren, it's your turn.
Undead.
Wait. I'm gonna
Oh,
make my
you
concentration throw real quick.
Oh, yep, your Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. 11.
DC.
No, 14.
DC of
AC.
AC.
At least it wasn't blue blood.
Ooh, the save unfortunately is higher than that.
Fuck. I end my turn.
Saren, you are up.
Hey guys, he's
So-
undead. He's not bleeding.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, can we all hear that? He's pretty far away.
Yeah, I want you all to give me a perception check with the crowd as well. Definitely going to require a
Mhm.
perception check for that.
Oh, I heard it. 23.
I don't know if I did.
Maelthorin hears it.
23.
Saren hears it.
So I heard. What specifically did I hear?
There's no blood coming from Jimmy, and that he suspects that Jimmy is undead.
Okay. So I am going to channel my divinity.
You're too
And
far
turn
away.
undead.
It only has a range of 30 feet.
Oh,
Am I right, or did they? Is that?
wait. Let me go back and I need to look at it because you're probably right.
I think it's only a 30-foot range.
You'd have to take 10 feet up.
But you can see her here within 30 feet. You're right.
Okay, cool.
So instead of doing that, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to summon my spirit guardians.
Oh, okay.
And they are going to flit around me, and they are going to look angelic.
Angelic is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, still not breaking eye contact with the dude that hit me. I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon as a bonus action. But I'm going to summon it, like, at first in my hand. It's going to be a giant broadsword. So I've got a mace in this hand and a broadsword that's glowing and ethereal in this hand. And I'm going to throw it 20 feet in front of me. And it's
my
going to
God.
float there.
That's pretty gangster.
That's pretty gangster.
That's a and if you go to the companions in the token browser, there should be a spiritual weapon one for you there too.
For me?
For you.
Oh my goodness.
I've done a lot of work to make this as simple as possible for us.
That's my DM.
I like how you summon it in your hand. That is pretty baller. I like it. Now, I know
Oh, I can.
Spirit Weapon doesn't require concentration. Spirit Guardians does, correct?
It does.
Okay, so I'm just going to mark you down as concentrating, which we are going to use the green outline for concentrating.
And then I'm going
Balasar,
to
you as
move
well, because you're concentrating on your
here.
hunter's mark.
Mm-hmm.
And then
5, 10,
is
15,
summon undead concentration?
20,
I believe so.
25.
Almost every summon is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna stand right there.
So then we'll put the green border around you. So the three of you are concentrating. So if you ever were to take damage, you will need to make a saving throw to hold concentration. So we are back up to the top with Ruden. 5, 10, 15, 20. Go ahead, both Saren and Sabas, give me a perception check. It's a little awkward trying to do stealth and rogue stuff with player combat, so I'm trying to see how it works.
20.
I don't see shit, bro.
Okay, Sabas does not see it.
I don't see shit,
And
bro.
Saren, as you are focused on Daniel, you see something off the corner of your eye for a brief second. As you kind of glance to the side and you see Thoruden appear right behind Sabas. With a natural 20.
He stepped in my spiritual guardians.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wisdom
That's a
saving
good
throw. Fails. Go ahead and roll that damage. Normally, the way I've been doing stealth is it goes off their passive perception. Since they don't know to look for you, I don't prompt them to roll. If their passive perception is higher than your stealth roll, they'll see you. That's kind of what I was rolling with. But as Thoruden got closer, I'm like, might as well just throw a perception in there. 9 damage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Radiant, if it matters.
Good.
You see from behind, just like from your side, you see a rapier slice you, Sabas.
Ooh. Yeah.
So that does...
Bastard.
Let's see if we can proc it, Skylar.
Fuck. You can't do this to me.
I sure can, and I think I might be able to.
He's doing it.
Oh, damn, I got really excited. That was a D10. Let me grab another D8. Oh my god. And then because it's a rapier of wounding, it does a D4 of necrotic damage.
Chronic.
19 points of damage. Does that put you below half?
From 50? Fucking no.
Okay. I forgot that you have health again. Or now.
Yeah, bitch. That does really hurt. You said 19?
Yeah.
That's me at
Yes.
31.
19 damage. But that is okay because they are going to make their second attack this turn. Does a 21 hit you?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Ah, see, that one wasn't a lot of damage, though. That one was only 7 damage.
All right. Well, you know.
We'll get to that in just a moment.
Oh.
Thoruden's going to finish their movement by taking another step here, and they are going to action surge to get another attack.
What?
Fighter rogue, baby.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So we're going to action surge, so they get an additional action, which allows them to do 2 attacks, and they're going to use their bonus action to do Giant's Might, which they become large as a bonus action. Doesn't matter. I rolled a 3 to hit, so that first one misses. These are targeting you, by the way, Saren.
I don't like that a bit.
23.
That hits.
Okay. So, once on each of the turns, one of your attacks deals an extra d6. So there's a d6, there's a d8, there's a d4. Uh, 13 points of damage. And that is the end of their turn. Now we go to Daniel. Go ahead. He will make a wisdom save and fails. Go ahead and roll me that Spirit Guardian damage. 48 damage? Damn. Not bad. Okay. He's going to swing a couple of times at you with his halberd.
With his halberd.
20.
Need to beat it.
Meets it, beats it. And even higher.
Even higher.
Mm-hmm. Rolling good. Don't worry. Does not do a whole lot of damage. Both attacks combined does 15 damage.
Ooh.
I
I
did not do roll too well at all. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And that will be his turn. Jimmy. We're gonna have a spell cast.
like
Jimmy's gonna cast a spell on Dubbager. Dubbager, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a 16 with it. 18.
Fails.
Fails.
This is a level 5 spell.
Ooh.
Jimmy. You are frightened. So basically,
Oh, he didn't hurt me?
not yet. You start seeing images of what you fear most, and you are frightened. And we're gonna say you can't. You use your movement to move away. I don't like the ruling of using your action and bonus action to get as far away as possible. So it's just you move away. You can't get closer to them. But you can still have your action. Yep, to Jimmy. And you can have your action and bonus action as you can still attack and all that.
Here's
But
the additional thing: if you try to attack the person that you're frightened, you have disadvantage.
Yeah. So let's move on. We have Sabas. So as you get hit, Saren, you notice this as you are right next to him.
Noticing.
You are noticing. And we're going to say high, low, good, bad, Skylar.
Oh, high's good. High's always good.
High is always good, he says.
And I mean, this just happens at this point.
So a 10. No, this does happen. But
Yeah.
since low was rolled, we're going to quicken things up a bit. You get your 14 temporary hit points. You can go ahead and mark that down.
Yep.
And you've already failed 2 of the rolls. So you guys start to see, well, Saren, you start to see out of nowhere blue veins crouching through Sabas's armor up his cheek and into his skull. You see it on his arm, his left arm. You see a little bit of the blue liquid coming down like tears. So, you are technically, for the sake of this, Skylar, you are on the part that says after 3 turns.
Oh, after 3. Okay. After 2. Gotcha. Understood.
Just because this is the first time, and it has been in you for so long, and it has been waiting to take over. It's been waiting for you to be weak. And it's finally gotten its moment.
Okay. I just need a 50-50 between Saren or Torben. How do you want me to do that? Both of them are within 5 feet. Is that the high, low, good, bad as well? Or
Remember, that's just for your bonus action.
yeah, but I have to use it. So I will do my main action and my bonus action, but I need to know. How to
Saren,
decide
even or odds?
Odds.
Odds.
May they be in our favor.
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay.
Even. You attack Saren.
I'll fucking kill you all! And then I'll make my first swing with one of my daggers on Thorin. 24 hit.
Yes.
It does.
Sure does.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then my bonus action attack on Saren. Saren, I'm sorry. And then I take a swing at Saren. Haha, it's a 9. It sucks. It only half sucks. You kind of like get like you look at me, see the preemptive, and you see my eyes as I whisper, "I'm sorry," as the dagger goes for your throat.
I'm gonna say that I get my mace like just in front of the dagger, so like they like collide like right next to my neck.
My turn. I will make the con check now.
Yep, go ahead. Make your con save.
I'm gonna choose not to.
That's what I like to fucking hear, buddy. Electing to fail the save, you see the blue veins kind of crouch most of his face. They get a little bit fainter as they reach the other half. But you see, like, the left arm, the grip on it just tightens. You even see a couple drips of blood. As Saren looks like, or not Saren, Sabas looks like he is struggling to maintain himself. And that's where we're going to end off tonight's session.
What? Wow.
As you are feeding into what you've been fighting, you start foaming. More of that liquid starts escaping from, you get like a little nosebleed, but instead of blood, it's the blue liquid. dissipates, and you hear Dubbager yell at Jimmy, and Jimmy's body erupts in the flames. The pillar, I guess, Dubbager, you can kind of see it a little bit from your angle. Sabas, you can see it, and then Maelthorin, you can definitely see it as a fireball comes your way. So
I'm trying to break out of my rage state. 16.